Oh, I need to tell y'all the story about like my tattoo that I have. Something I used to do all the time. And your sister's Instagram stories, and both of y'all say it wrong. Love you. Oh, you gotta go up further. How about that? Love you. Have a good day. I am going to go teach, do some breath work, journal, and then I start my day. I also forgot this morning, I have a photo shoot at work today, and I am wearing like bright blue, colorful things, which isn't bad, but definitely it's not giving breath work vibes. I don't know if breath work has a vibe, but I feel like it's muted and chill colors. A brown, a green, not electric blue. So we're gonna see how this goes. Maybe I can get it rescheduled. I don't know. I'm hyping myself up with some Justin Bieber. Let me tell y'all, not wearing makeup to heated workout classes, and granted my class isn't even hot, it's warm, so it's like residual heat, is the move. My face feels like it can breathe and not like I need to like wash it off insanely right now. Oh, that's so nice. And I want to show y'all my outfit because I think it's so cute. I have these leggings, but look at them. There's like these micro little holes in them and they have like little stars with a little mesh, can you even see? Yeah. With like this little mesh top. It is so cute and it's super breathable. And then I just have a normal blue Nike sports bra underneath. I love color and I need to wear it more because look at this. This is so fun. I love it. I just realized I have been saying the word granite, like granite countertops, rather than saying the word granted. I just sent my best friend, who is an ex-English teacher, a question about granite or granted, and I was like, hey, I think I'm like intermixing these and I think I'm using it wrong. She's like, yeah, actually, I've been watching your vlogs and your sister's Instagram stories, and both of y'all say it wrong. Y'all say the wrong word, but it's because of pronunciation and it like sounds the same, and I was like... So I'm actively going to try to start saying granted. A couple vlogs ago, I was like, oh, I need to tell y'all the story about like my tattoo that I have. And what's a better time than the present? So let's flash back circa like 2022, 2023. I have like a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old, and I am in the heat of my court battle, and I am the definition of a hot mess express, let me tell you. My life was falling apart left and right. Just like the lady in the nail salon, I was word vomiting out to anyone who would listen to me about just like what was going on. I had no tools, no way to fully regulate, express myself, or understand how to process my emotions. I was a disaster. And at that time, I was using working out to cope with all of the stress. And then that led into another thing. And that's a story for another day. But we're getting back to the tattoo. It was at that point that I decided I wanted to change. And I didn't know exactly what I wanted. I just knew I didn't want to be where I was at that time. So I started getting into personal development. I had a mentor, which that story is wild. I need to tell you all about that too, which is insane. God-given person that dropped in my life at the time. And I started working one-on-one with her like super intensely, and her and I worked together solid for like 2.5 years straight, and literally 180'd my life in the most magnificent, intense, deep way possible. I went from being the captain of that hot mess express to literally jumping off the train and being like, nope, not for me anymore. And it took so much work. It was the hardest and best intense years of my life, but there is so much gold within those years. And I was turning like 23 or 24, and my birthday was coming up. And one of my mentors told me like, hey, I want you to write down 24 things that you've learned through our work together. And I was like, you know what? That's a slay. I like it. So I was in this room because I still lived with my parents at the time. I had pulled out my journal and I wrote, I know. I get up and go to the bathroom. Pause here. I had been wanting a tattoo to commemorate this time in my life, but I didn't know what I wanted, and I didn't just want to get like a butterfly or an ocean wave. I wanted it to actually mean something to me. Continue back to the story. I'm in the bathroom, right? So in the bathroom, I'm like thinking about what am I gonna write? And at the time, Bradley's in like pre-K 3, so she's learning to write and all that. So while I was in the bathroom, Bradley had come into my room, right underneath the word I know that I wrote, she wrote I know in her little cute 3-year-old handwriting. And I came out and it hit me at that moment in time. I was like, that's the tattoo I'm gonna get. So I literally like cut it out of my journal and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this because I wanna go get this done so bad. The next morning, I did my normal practices like journaling, breath work, and all of that. And when I was journaling, I was like, I really want to get this tattoo somewhere where I can see it and not just like a random part on my body. So I was like thinking, reflecting, and as I was journaling, I looked down at my hand and I was like, I know exactly where I want this. I want this on my hand so I can see it. And so I got the word, Bradley's little handwriting, I know, on my hand. So the evolution of this space has kind of evolved. So when I'm journaling, I'm writing out all the things I know. When I am meditating, I'm surrendering all the things I know because the word goes upside down. And when I am praying, it is me actively trusting and knowing in something bigger than myself. And it has been the most special thing I've ever had or gotten for myself. I love it. And one little thing is, although it says I know, it also says I know now. And that kind of stuck with me too, because I have so much compassion for the version of me who didn't know how to process her emotions, who didn't know life actually got to be good, who didn't like fully know or accept herself for who she truly is. What's also really cool about it is because it's Bradley's handwriting, people think like I just wrote something on my hand and just scribbled it. And so I never get like questions about it, except when I was on the flight to Colorado, the pilot was standing there at the door and he said, what did he say? He said like, oh, hand scribbles? And I looked at him and I was like, what? He was like, I write on my hand too. And he had a flight number on his hand or something. And I was like, oh no, it's a tattoo. And he was like, what? And so then like I briefly was like, yeah, it's a whole thing. Like it's my daughter's handwriting. He's like, wait, that's so cute. I love that, blah, 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 blah. It was cute and a sweet interaction, but that's my little tattoo story and I love it. I am gonna go to bed and I will see y'all in the morning. Here you go. Love you. Oh my goodness, good morning. We woke up right on time to leave. So this morning was quick, but we got to school on time. Kitty cat friend, are you kidding me? I fed him some dog food. He loves me. Hi, kitty. I want to show y'all something. Let me zoom out real quick. Hold on. Let me zoom out. So this area, I am going to be turning it into a garden. The next 3 hours, I will be up there, right there. Oh my gosh, it is turning into summer. I am in shorts and a tank top and I am sweating. I'm out with Scouty on a walk and I have the biggest smile on my face because I love my family. My family is not perfect by any means, but they show up when it matters. My mom is one of 8 siblings, so there are so many cousins in our family, it's insane. And one of our cousins, who lives like a few hours away in a different part of Texas, is in the process to foster to adopt. And her sister came and took my Pilates class today and we were catching up at the end, chit-chatting, and she was sharing with me how her sister, aka my other cousin, she's about to have like a mini baby shower for their future foster kids that they're gonna get. And I was like, oh my gosh, please tell her to send me the registry link and I will send it out to like all the cousins, all the aunts, etc. She's like, okay, awesome. So then my cousin, who is in the process of doing the foster to adopt, texted me, sent me the link and was like, hey, here you go. No pressure to buy anything. Like, we'll always accept a prayer, etc. And I was like, okay. So I then text a cousin group chat that has like 20 plus cousins in it. I'm like, hey guys, here's a registry. If you don't have the funds or means, a prayer is always welcome type vibe. And almost every single person in that group chat responded with so much encouragement and love about like the process one of our cousins is going through. And it was so sweet, so nourishing to see everyone supporting one of our cousins. Like, we don't see her very often. She has her whole own life. She has a husband, like everything. And it's just so special. And it made me reflect on my immediate family specifically. And I am the youngest of 4, and all of my siblings and their wives and husband and kids live in Dallas. Everyone is within 20 minutes of each other. And we get together quite often, like a few times a month on Sundays. All the family will come to like Bradley's soccer games, like anything where there's an excuse to get together. My family shows up. And I'm just recognizing as I get older how important that is. I feel so grateful to be a part of a family who actually cares about each other, who actually shows up for each other when it's needed. And that's getting rarer and rarer these days. So yeah. It has been a full day, and something I used to do all the time when Bradley was like 3 and 4 years old was every single night together. We would light some incense, we would both have tea, and we would journal together. And when she was that little, we didn't really do like any kind of breath work, but we kind of did like a little mini meditation. I was so structured and scheduled with it, where it was literally a part of our nighttime routine. I would love to incorporate that back into our evening routine. So, Boo Boo is sitting down journaling. I'm about to put on some relaxing music. We're gonna turn the lights down to red, and we're going to journal together, take a few breaths together, do a little like cleansing, and just wind our night down. On that note, we're gonna turn the lights to red, we're gonna lay down, and we're gonna go to bed. And thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.